Hey guys, welcome to the CO visit. Once again, Colin here, my trusty coffee. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you clicking on this video. Remember, you can like and subscribe. There's uh, super thanks there, and you can become a member as well. So let's get right into the discussion. Well, I wanted to take a little break from the JW topic because, oh boy, I'll tell you guys, it's just people, you know. Um, it's like I make the videos and then I get these comments and it's like some people, it's like where I don't understand how things go into their brain and they go through this blender and just completely misinterpret. I don't know what they hear. I don't know what it is they hear when they listen to the video, but it comes out and I'm like, where did you hear that? But okay, I needed a break. But anyway, talk about something else that uh, the things I like to talk about, but off the JW topic for a change. And I'd like to see your guys' reactions. And if you haven't seen this, maybe you can go on YouTube, and it's all over social media. You can see it. There's videos out there. About an 18-minute video, if you can possibly stand watching all of it. I did, and it was almost torture. But somebody told me about the video, and I saw it. And, it just, I mean, in one aspect, it was hysterical. It was hilarious, but at the same time, it really underlines a serious social problem that's going on in the United States today. Serious problem with these generations that are coming up. So this is if you haven't seen it, it's the give him a ticket. Are you going to give him a ticket, girl? That's what she's called, the give him a ticket girl. So basically, if you haven't seen it, this young gal, you need to see it. Look it up on internet, please. This young gal gets pulled over because she was speeding and just goes ballistic. I mean, mushroom cloud. And it's spectacular. Meltdown. Spectacular. And I'll tell you guys something. I very, very few times been so impressed by a video. I mean, just the sheer absurdity of the whole situation and how it was handled by the police and what she got away with. I mean, my God. And I'll tell you what, guys, I grew up, in the 80s, 90s. One program that we loved watching with my dad all the time since the 80s was Cops. You remember that series, Cops? That had the song Bad Boys in it and all of that. And back then, that show was pretty raw. And you saw a lot of stuff. You saw some messed up people, especially in the 80s and 90s, because they didn't have body cams. They didn't have any of that stuff. And those cops were like hardcore. I mean, hardcore. And I can honestly tell you that this young gal, the give him a ticket gal, in all the years that I watched Cops and all the other programs that I've watched, I've never seen a spectacle so pathetic, so just over the top, I mean, exaggerated, ridiculous, than that video that I watched. And it's funny that a lot of people were commenting about mental health and she needs to get evaluated and stuff like that. No. This girl's not sick. No, if you watch the video and this gal is just screaming. I mean, I've heard some good death metal bands, guys, but that girl can scream like nobody's business. I mean, she must be possessed or something, because, a person could maybe scream like that a couple of times before your voice goes, even if you're trained, but that gal keeps it up for minute after minute after minute after minute after minute, and I'm waiting for any second. When are the cops going to tase this son of a bitch? When are the cops going to pepper spray her? I was just like, how are they permitting this? How are they putting up with this? She's threatening them. She's saying she's going to slit their throats. She's going to run them over. She's going to shoot them. Calling them faggots. Just the most raw, caustic, evil. But if you watch the video very carefully, guys, and you know what? It's not the only one. She gets arrested in another video as well. Not the first time. They've dealt with her several times. If you watch very closely, like I said, this girl's not sick. She's not a mental case. What she is she's one of these Gen Z or Gen Y, whatever they are, young kids, like 20, 21 years old, 22 years old, with absolutely zero upbringing. I mean, no values, no morals, no self-control, probably a young gal that never heard no in her entire life, and she got her way always by throwing a tantrum, screaming, and mommy or whatever, because she always saying, I'm going to call my mom, I'm going to call my mom. That's the indicator right there. Person that's mentally ill doesn't do that. A spoiled fucking brat, that's what they do. I'm going to call my mom, I'm going to call my mom. Why? Because mommy's always covering for her. Mommy's always the enabler. There's always an enabler to go, oh, my daughter. And that's what happens when you raise a young person, a young girl, or a young man without ever hearing the word no and without ever feeling a belt on their backside. No respect for authority. No respect for anybody at all. It's me, 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 me. You know what she is? She is a narcissist. Completely. 100%. I wouldn't be surprised if, well, maybe she has borderline personality disorder. I don't know. But she's a manipulator. 100%. You can tell from the video. The way she goes from calm to all of a sudden screaming from just 1 second to the next when things aren't going her way. And she's got this thing, and she does this in several videos where she takes her license out and she throws it and says, go get it, you dog. You know, go pick it up and all of that. Now, this is the thing, guys. And the funny thing is, what just made me crack up, it just, I mean, I was laughing so hard at the absurdity of it all, because she says over and over and over again that they are white privileged pigs. They're acting that way because they have white privilege. And I'm sitting here going, are you fucking kidding me? You're actually saying white privilege? Like, hello, you're fucking white. You're white. And case in point, she's just proving that whole thing. Not only, yes, because of what the police were doing, because they were so tolerant and so patient, but the fact that she was getting away with it. You see, she's saying it like she's not involved in that. She's involved in that. It's like, you are part of the problem. You're showing how much white privilege you have just by the fact that these cops have not bashed your skull in yet. I mean, it's just absolutely unbelievable. And I tell you guys, if you watch the video, you watch the video because then you'll get the context and you'll see what I'm talking about. If this young gal were black, what do you think would have happened? How long do you think it would have been before those cops dragged her feet first, kicking and screaming, and tased her and pepper sprayed her and probably beat her half to death? How long do you think it would have happened? How long do you think they would have permitted that abuse? If a black girl were screaming at them, offending them, insulting them, and not only that, threatening them to kill them. I don't think that girl would have made it out of there. We would have seen another George Floyd. And she knew all the tricks. Oh, I can't breathe and all that BS, right? So it's just funny that it's so ironic. And it was so funny to me that she was saying the cops have white privilege and all this. And it's like, girl, you do too. Hello? If you didn't have white privilege, you would have had a baton upside your head and 2 prongs of a taser in your chest faster than you could have sang Yankee Doodle. It's just unbelievable that the cops allowed her to do all of that. Never raised their voice, never said anything. I mean, you want to talk about systematic and institutionalized racism in the United States. It's absolutely jaw-dropping, shocking, because you know that a Hispanic person, a black person would have never gotten away with that. Never. Go watch the video. In fact, you know what? I'm going to put a link in the description and in the first comment. So if you want, at the very beginning of the video, stop it and go watch it. And then come back and watch the analysis that I'm giving. But I'll tell you what, that girl needs to see some jail time. Maybe there they'll teach her some manners. But anyway, watch you guys if you already know of it, if you've seen the video, or if you see it, come back, give me your thoughts down in the comment section and see what you think about it. I apologize for my language, but it's just wow. I mean, unbelievable. And you know what? Another thing, and maybe I'll talk about this in another video. Okay? Maybe I'll talk about this in another video about Gen X. You know, and I mean, I'm not going to say anything right now, but you know what? This is your fault. Okay, because there's all these videos on YouTube of Gen X this and Gen X that, and Gen X is the best generation and we don't give a F and this and that and that. Those are your fucking kids. So what the fuck happened to you guys? Man, you talk about boomers and the way they raised you guys. You shouldn't be complaining. Those are your kids. So Gen Xers, you need to sit down and analyze a little bit. So anyway. Okay, guys. See you in the next video. Be blessed, everybody. Thanks for watching. And see you in the next one. Take care.